All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayath Dawadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad, I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. All right, it's going to be Sunday afternoon camp. Lord willing, to be edifying unto the body and to the sincere believers and listeners. So, Slaki, give me a second. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the book of it's going to be the book of John. It's going to be the book of John, chapter 15. John chapter 15, starting at verse 10. It says, "If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love." Okay? So as long as we keep the commandments that come out of this book, Yahweh B'Shem Shai, he'll be pleased with us. Okay, just like how Yahweh Shai kept the commandments and Yahweh was pleased with him, as the scriptures say, this is my beloved son, with whom I am well pleased. Right? So are we not sons, Lord willing, that Yahweh B'Shem Shai be pleased with us? So keep the commandments and live. Verse 11, "These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full." Verse 12, "This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you." How you doing? So, love one another as he loved us, right? So, we're supposed to, take care of each other as, Yahweh Shai took care of us, looked out for us, all right? Being part of this body, being part of the church, we're supposed to look out for one another. Another thing too, that the scriptures say, iron sharpeneth iron. We build each other up, we make each other better. That's why we have this ministry, to help each other grow. Okay, this is going to be, verse 13. "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." Okay? So, when someone puts their life on the line for you, man, what more could you ask of a person? What more could you want? Because if that person is willing to give up their life for you, that shows just how much that person cares about you. Okay? That's how you know that you're dealing with a genuine person. You're dealing with the real one. All right? And the majority of the people out here, they're fake as all hell. They say that they'll be there for you, but really, like I said, they're only your friend for the occasion. They don't give a damn about you. Really, if shit were to hit the fan right then and there, let's see if they'll really be there for you. Because adversity is what is going to reveal your true character, or what kind of person you are really. Are you going to be there for somebody, or are you just going to abandon them? Verse 14, it says, "Ye are my friends, And if ye do whatsoever I command you, verse 15, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Okay? Was not Abraham faithful and believed in Yahweh and did as he was told? So just like Abraham, who kept the faith, he became a friend of the Most High. Just like how we are a friend of Yahweh Shai. Lord willing that we are. Lord willing that we truly are a friend of Yahweh Shai. Okay? Alright, this is going to be... Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. Alright? So the Lord chose you. He ordained you that you should go forth and bring forth fruit. Okay? Bring forth your good works. You know, bid as many sincere and humble believers to the marriage. Okay? He ordained you to do that. Us. Alright? The men out here on the highways and byways and on the social platforms that are getting the word out, he ordained us. And for you few sincere Akwath, you few sincere sisters, he ordained you to be a humble servant. You know? To be in silence and learn. To be humble. And, you know, to take this truth seriously. Okay? You women, you bring forth your fruit by your conduct. Okay? The conduct that the scriptures teach you. Verse 18, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. So, you know, think about it. You're a loser in this society. Nobody respects you. Nobody gives a damn about you. Everybody looks at you like you ain't shit. Don't you think that Yahweh Shai went through the same damn thing? You know, it's funny because when going into the story, you know, everybody thought Yahweh Shai would come, you know, thousands of years ago. Everybody thought Yahweh Shai would come, you know, he would make a grand appearance. But no, he came with, you know, with a mule, right? He was born in like a little shack. Can't remember what it was. But yeah, he didn't come looking all rich and fine and dandy. He came, you know, looking like a so-called poor man, right? To be in that humble spirit. All right? You know, the Yahweh Shai didn't come here to look all grand and fancy and all that. No. He came in a humble spirit. You know, he didn't have much. Just like how we don't have much. Verse 19. You know, and that's the thing, is that, you know, he preached the truth. No matter how offensive it came off, no matter how much people just, you know, found it bitter to take in, you know, he told the truth no matter what. And that's how we have to be. Verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Okay? So we're not of this world, man. But if we were of this world, you know, if we were to, you know, be a part of this society, yeah, people would love us. You know, doing the things that these people do. Smoking weed, partying, trying to look good, and all sorts of other things that are contrary to this. Okay? We don't give a fuck about all this shit. We don't care if we're hated. Hey, we accept the hate. So, you know, Yahweh Shai chose us out of the world because we were nobodies. We were losers. We were lost. We had no direction. We had nothing. That's why Yahweh Bashim Al Shai brought us up out of that gross darkness and gave us this. Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than the Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. All right? And persecution is coming. It is coming. It's only a matter of time now. Okay? You see, Donald Trump calls us the prophets of doom. So you know that these Edomites, these elites, they've been watching us. They know what's going on. They know their time is coming to an end. They know what's up. They know it. So, you know, it's going to be a matter of time before, you know, the famine of the word comes. There's not going to be no more of this. It'll be long gone. And whatever you know, you'll just have to stick with it. And hope that the Lord is going to protect you and guide you in that day. All right? This is not a time to be celebrating, man. This is a time to be taking shit seriously. We are not in that time of, you know, having a good time partying and fun and all that. This is not the time for that. So, you know, some of us will be rounded up, going into one of those internment camps. You know, cast into prison, tried before their judges. Verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. Okay? They know not the Most High. They know not Yahweh. So, you know, when judgment comes, man, it's going to come swift and it's going to come down hard. Okay? And then the world will know. Okay, let's see. This is going to be the same book. John is going to be chapter 16. Chapter 16, verse 1. John 16 and 1, and it says, these things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whatsoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service. So we're going to be, you know, categorized as something bad, and they think that if they kill us, they think they'll be doing the Lord's service. When really they'll be doing the exact opposite. They'll be doing the exact opposite. Okay? Because the prophets are the Lord's mouthpiece. Okay? Not these 501c3 pastors in these churches. Okay, in these harlot houses. Those aren't the real prophets. Those are just fakes. Because they don't tell you the truth. They tell you that the laws are done away with. They tell you that, you know, they're not for you. That's just all I'm going to say. All right. telling you that God loves everybody when that's far from the truth. So don't be offended when, these people start, labeling you as the bad guy, because it's going to happen. They already say that we preach hate and that we're racist. It's going to get to a point where they're going to see us as a public enemy. Esau Edom's going to do whatever he can to stop this truth from coming out, but it's too late. It's already out. People are waking up every day. Verse 3, and these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. So they have never known the Father or the Son. They did not know Yahweh nor Yahawashi. And because of that, verse 4, but these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. Verse 5, but now I go my way to him that sent me, and none of you asketh me, whither goest thou? But because I have said these things unto you, sorrow hath filled your heart. Okay, so when Yahawashi left, when Yahawashi left, we had, it was a sad moment for the apostles, but he went back to be at his father's. He went back to his father's, to his father's right hand side. Okay, went back to his original position, being the right hand of his father Yahweh. Okay. Nevertheless, verse 7, nevertheless, I tell you the truth, it is expedient for you that I go away, for if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you, which is the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, okay, which gives us all knowledge, wisdom, understanding of this book. It gives us that faith and hope. Verse 8, and when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. Okay? To reprove the world of sin. Okay? To rebuke this wicked ass society in its abominable ways. Okay? To preach what is right, and to speak about judgment. And these people get offended when you tell them the truth and when you tell them what their judgment is. Excuse me. But we live in a snowflake society. Okay? The people of this society are very, very sensitive. They can't handle the truth when it's being told right to them directly. They get all butthurt and bitter. That's a sign of pride. They can't learn to just humble themselves and accept it, no matter how much it hurts. Verse 9, of sin, because they believe not on me. Yeah, judgment of sin, because they believe not on the Most High, nor the Son. Verse 10, of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and ye see me no more. Verse 11, of judgment, because the prince of this world is judged. Okay? So, the people of this world, especially the 2/3 of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, you guys lack faith. You have no faith at all. Just because Yahawashi is not here with us right now, you lack complete and utter faith. Really. You do. You have no faith in the Lord at all. That he's still with you in the spirit. But you'll believe on the one who rules the society right now. You'll follow Esau Edom. Okay, you'll follow that damn serpent. The devil that the Bible speaks of. You'll follow him. You'll believe in on his ways. Verse 12, I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that he shall speak, and he will show you things to come. He shall glorify me, for he shall receive of mine, and shall show it unto you. Verse 15, all things that the Father hath are mine. Therefore said I, that he shall take of mine, and shall show it unto you. Verse 16, a little while ye shall not see me, and again a little while, and ye shall see me, because I go to the Father. So, right now, Yahweh Shai is not with us, but, Lord willing, we'll see him again. We'll be the first ones to escape the judgment that's about to befall this place, and we'll see the Lord on the chariots, man. We won't have to worry about all this. We won't have to worry about dying with the rest of these filthy people in this place. These damn heathens and the 2/3. I'm telling you, man, when all hell breaks loose, it's about to get fucked up out here. It is about to get bad. That's why Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is preparing our minds right now with this. So that way, when that time comes, we'll be able to soldier right through it. Okay? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has already told us what was going to happen. He told us back then what was going to happen. So now, again, we're reading this word. We know it's going to happen. We know it is. We just have to get our minds and our spirits ready for this. Because it's going to be a time like never before. Verse 17, then said some of his disciples among themselves, what is it that he saith unto us, a little while, and ye shall not see me? And again, a little while, ye shall see me, and because I go to my Father. 18, they said therefore, what is this that he saith? A little while, we cannot tell what he saith. 19, now Yahushua knew that they were desirous to ask him, and said unto them, do ye inquire among yourselves that I said, a little while, and ye shall not see me, and again, a little while, and ye shall see me? 20, verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. So, yeah, it was sorrowful that Yahushua had to go, but at the same token, same time, he gave us this. This is our comforter right here. This is what gives us hope, joy, and faith. Okay, he left us with the playbook to know what's going on and what's about to happen. This is what establishes that joy and that faith, man. It gives us that ray of hope. Okay? That's why we're striving as hard as we can, so that, we be accounted worthy of mercy and salvation. Verse 21, a woman, when she is in travail, hath sorrow, because her hour is come, but as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembers no more the anguish, for joy that a man is born into the world. So just like a woman that's in those labor pains, when she's about to give birth, as soon as the child is born, she's relieved. She's no longer in any pain, she's no longer suffering, she's now relieved, she now feels that joy. Okay? And that's what the world is in right now. The world is in a state of mourning. And Babylon here is starting to feel those birth pains. Why? Because this society is being brought down. The storms, those hurricanes. People, all these foreign countries that are joining the BRICS nations, which is crippling the American dollar. And at those, they had that dock strike, where the imports were going to be delayed. America's starting to feel She's starting to feel those birth pangs. Okay? No longer in that state of constant comfort. No longer feeling comfortable. Okay? Verse 22. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. Okay? Your joy that no man taketh from you. Okay? This is our joy. No man can take this from us. As long as we have this, you know, who can take it from us? Because we now know the truth. "23. And in that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father, Father in my name, he will give it to you. Hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Ask, and ye shall receive, that your joy may be full." Okay? So, verse 25. "These things have I spoken unto you in Proverbs. The time cometh when I shall no more speak unto you in Proverbs, but I shall show you plainly of the Father." 26. "At that day ye shall ask in my name, and I say not unto you that I will pray the Father for you." Verse 27. "For the Father himself loveth you, because ye have loved me, and have believed that I came from the Most High." Okay? So you know, that's why we pray. We pray in the name of the Father and of the Son for all our needs. Okay? As long as we remain loyal and faithful to this truth, and we pray, you know, the Father rewards us. Okay? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is the one that provides us with everything that we need. Okay? He's the one that gives us all that we need. No one else can do that but him. Verse let's see, where was it? Oh yeah. Verse 28. "I came forth from the Father, and I come into the world. Again, I leave the world and go to the Father." So, alright, the Father was the one that sent Yahushua here into the flesh. Okay? And now Yahushua left. Went back to the Father. He retained his original position. So, you know, if we are those men of old, you know, the men of renown, those loyal and faithful men, the elect, you know, we will obtain our original position, being partakers of rulership with Yahushua. Look, let me get a... Look, yeah, let me get, this is gonna be... Okay. Okay, and it says right here, this is going to be Luke chapter 10. It's going to be verse... I'm going to start at the top, verse 1. Luke 10:1, it says, "After these things the Lord appointed other 70 also, and sent them 2 and 2 before his face, into every city and place whither he himself would come. Therefore he said unto them, the harvest is truly great. The harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. And who are the laborers? The prophets. Okay, we're laboring in this truth, man. And the harvest is the results of our, of the preaching and teaching, gathering the sincere believers and listeners. How many people were bidding to the marriage? Okay, that's the harvest. Okay. How many people are out there listening and learning sincerely and with humility? How many people out there are listening? Okay, verse 3, and it says, go your ways. Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. Okay, as the scriptures say, in the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Roughly paraphrasing, I send you forth as sheep amongst wolves. Therefore be wise as a serpent, yet harmless as doves. Okay? Use wisdom to move accordingly, but at the same time, remain blameless, be harmless. Don't do anything to give these devils power over you, or to do something that they're going, don't give them a reason to, don't do something that's going to get the ministry blamed. Okay, we are to remain innocent in the sight of a perverse nation. Okay, we are to remain innocent. Okay, so yes, to a certain extent, we have to abide by the laws of this land, okay? Because this is not our rulership, this is not our kingdom. We're under the captivity of another nation. And what nation is that? Esau, Edom, the so-called white people. They are the wicked, okay? They are the base people, the most abominable, even more vile than the earth, as the scriptures say. More vile than the earth. Verse 4, carry neither purse nor scrip nor shoes, and salute no man by the way. And into whatsoever house ye enter, first say, peace be to this house. Verse 6, and if the Son of peace be there, your peace shall rest upon it. If not, it shall turn to you again. Verse 7, and in the same house remain eating and drinking such things as they give, for the laborer is worthy of his hire. Go not from house to house. Verse 8, and into whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you, eat such things as are set before you, and heal the sick that are therein, and say unto them, the kingdom of the Most High is come nigh unto you. Verse 10, but into whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you not, go your ways out into the streets of the same, and say, even the very dust of your city, which cleaveth on us, we do wipe off against. Notwithstanding, be ye sure of this, that the kingdom of the Most High is come nigh unto you. Okay? So wherever we go, man, we bring this with us. And we come in a very, as prophets, we may come off as being rough and loud and masculine, but we're men, okay? We're men. We're supposed to have we're supposed to have that masculine and authoritative voice, okay? And but we also, the way we carry ourselves, we're very humble, but we speak the truth. Okay? We come in a humble spirit. We're respectful. as long as you're respectful towards us. You know, whatever energy you put out, that's what you get in return. That's just how it works. You treat people like shit, expect to be treated like shit in return. Okay, in verse 12, it says, but I say unto you, and that's the thing, even if people reject you or, just leave in peace. Don't start a fight, don't start anything, just be at peace, and, may the Lord have mercy on your family. Or whatever, Verse 12, but I say unto you that it shall be more tolerable in that day of Sodom than for that city. Okay. Verse 13, woe unto thee, Chorazin, woe unto thee, Bethsaida, for if the mighty works have been done in Tyre and Sidon, which have been done in you, they had a great while ago repented, sitting in sackcloth and ashes. Because Tyre, going back to the book of Ezekiel, Tyre used to be a place that was prosperous, had great business. It was a place of commerce, had plenty of abundance of resources and all that. But it became the Lord destroyed that place. He had it raided by another nation back then, and I believe that nation was Babylon, the Babylonians. Just like how when a nation is taken down, they're left with nothing but as it says, sitting in sackcloth and ashes. I mean, it's just completely desolate, torn down. It's no longer what it once was. It's now just a shithole. Verse 14, but it should be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the judgment than for you. Okay. Verse 15, and thou, Capernaum, which art exalted to heaven, shall be thrust down to hell. So, Capernaum, just like how Capernaum shall be thrust down to hell, so shall this place, excuse me, so shall this place be thrust down to hell. Why? Because look how this place sits, this place is, its sins have reached to the heaven. This place is prideful as all hell. Okay? This place is full of pride and abominations. Okay? Which the Lord hateth. And verse 16, he that heareth you heareth me, and he that despiseth you despiseth me, and he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me. So he that heareth you, so as the prophets, anybody that hears us, they hear the Lord. Okay? And he that hates and he that despiseth you despiseth the Lord. So there you go. If they hate you, they hate Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. It's that simple. Okay? Because we are a body. We are a church. We are one. And that's not to say that the Father and the Son are one and the same person. No. It just means that they're like-minded. They're on one accord. Okay? They're on one accord. They're in agreement. Okay? That means that they're basically on the same page. There's no disagreements. There's no arguments. There's no confusion between the two. And there should be no confusion between us either. Verse 17, and the 70 returned again with joy, saying, the Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. So, and it says here, verse 18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Verse 19, I behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. That's right, man. That's talking about spiritual power. Right now, we're just on a low level of spiritual power. But eventually, Lord willing, if we are those men, the Lord's going to give us the power to do more than just, stand boldly before these people and speak the truth. He's going to give us more. He's going to give us the power to physically overthrow these people. And there won't be a damn thing that they can do about it. And I'm going to go back to verse 17. It says, and the 70 returned, again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us, unto us through thy name. So yeah, even the demons, even these worldly demons as well as the spiritual demons, they have no power over Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. In the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, they have no power over us. They can't break us down. They can't. Verse 20, notwithstanding this, and rejoice not, but that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. So, rejoice that your names are written in heaven, which means that you have a place amongst the elect. Okay? Rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you. Okay? Just rejoice that that you have a place. That you have a place amongst the Lord's elect, and Lord willing that we do have a place amongst that number. The 1/3, the 144,000 and the multitude of men, women, and children. Lord willing that we have a place amongst the elect. In verse 18 it says, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. As you can see. And if you've been keeping up with the current world events, and the election is going to be Tuesday. So, with all that's going on, man, we can already see that Edom society is falling apart fast. Okay? And they're already talking about, in DC, they're already talking about having, security, and they already got the military National Guard ready to, ready, just in case if civil unrest breaks out. The National Guard is going to be ready in the case of civil unrest, riots, and all that. And of course, like with January 6th. So whoever wins this presidency, whether it be, Kamala or Trump, they're expecting to be a big riot. Okay? Second Esdras, the book of Second Esdras, the 15th chapter is coming to pass. It's coming. Verse 20 or verse 21. Verse 21, it says, in that hour Yahushua rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. Yeah, we are those babes, the ones that didn't, the babes being those that that didn't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He hid them from the wise and prudent of this world, because it's not meant for them anyway. This treasure that was given to us in earthen vessels, this treasure, this is a treasure. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai gave us the greatest thing in the world. He only revealed it for, a small handful of individuals. It was given unto babes. and those babes be us. Okay? You know, coming into this, knowing the truth, knowing the names, knowing who we are and whose we are, knowing our nationality, you know, knowing ourselves to be Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, you know, the 12 tribes of Israel, from the tribe of Judah all the way down to the tribe of Issachar. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, okay? Just know that the word Negro, that's just a byword, okay? That's just a label from the so-called white man. Hispanics, Latinos, that's also a byword that was given to you. Same thing with Native American and Seminole Indian, okay? Those are bywords that were given to us from our oppressors, our captors. Okay, that's not our nationality. Okay, and there's no such thing as half. Whatever your father is, that is what you are. There's no such thing as half black, half white, or half this or half that. No. Whatever your father is, if your father is a so-called white man, an Edomite, regardless of whether your mother is an Israelite woman or another heathen woman, guess what? I don't care what you look like. Okay? You may get your mother's looks. You may get your mother's hair, her eye color, her skin color, but that doesn't determine your race. That doesn't determine which nation you come from. What determines the nation you come from is your father's seed, okay? The sperm. That's what determines your nationality. I don't care what you look like. That's why we ask you, who is your father and where does he come from? But we live in a society where they exalt the woman over the man, okay? In this society, the women have it easy, but it's hard to be a man here. Okay, let's see, where was that? Verse 22. All things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son. But he to whom the Son will reveal him. Verse 23, and he turned him into his disciple, and said privately, Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. So you know, the things that we see and hear and know, all these other people desire to know. Okay? Because they don't have that eye salve like we do. Lord willing that we have the eye salve. That we have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, to see and know what's really going on. A lot of people in this world think they know what's going on. They may have a slight idea, I should say, but they don't know the whole story. They don't know that there's, of course, the powers that be of this world are at work, but who's controlling that powers? There's a spiritual aspect to it. You have to have a spiritual eye to understand and know that this is all the workings of the Father, man. This is all the workings of the Heavenly Father. Verse 25, it says, and behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tempted him, saying, Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? And he said unto him, What is written in the law? How readest thou? And he answering said, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy strength, and with all thy mind, and thy neighbor as thyself. And he said unto him, Thou hast answered right. This do, and thou shalt live. Verse 20, but he willing to justify himself, and said unto Yahushua, And who is my neighbor? And Yahushua answered and said, A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, who stripped him of his raiment, and wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. And by chance there came down a certain priest that way, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. And likewise a Levite, when he was at the place, came and looked on him, and passed by on the other side. But a certain Samaritan, as he sojourned, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion on him. And he went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own beast, and brought him to an inn, and took care of him. So, that just goes to show you, that right there is an example that, when someone is beaten down, has nothing left to give, the people of this society, they're not willing to help them at all. They're not willing to, have that kind and merciful hand. The people of this world are cold, selfish. Okay? And us Israelites, we are to be of a kind and merciful spirit. Okay? To have that act of kindness and mercy. Okay? That shows that, in the Most High's eyes, that shows that, okay, you have a quality of being a good person. You're not someone who's just like, like, it's not my problem, it's none of my business, I'm just gonna let him die here, I'm not helping him, But even though the Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna put a cold spirit on his elect, because when that time comes, there's gonna be nothing but judgment out here, and the thing for us to do is to get out of the way, because a lot of these prideful mockers and scoffers, they're going to get what they righteously deserve, like I said before, laugh now, cry later. These people are laughing right now, and when that time comes, they're going to be crying. But for us, we're crying right now. We're stressed out, we're frustrated, we're depressed. Okay? We're tired of this place, and we're looking and we're waiting for something better. Okay? That's why I cry now, laugh later, because in the end it's going to be all worth it. It's going to be completely worth it. Okay, and it says here, verse 35, and on the morrow when he departed, he took out 2 pence and gave them to the host, and said unto him, Take care of him, and whatsoever thou spendest more, when I come again, I will repay thee. Which, verse 36, which now of these 3 thinkest thou was neighbor unto him had fell among the thieves? And he said, He that showed mercy on him, then said Yahushua unto him, Go and do thou likewise. Okay? Show mercy, have compassion. Okay? You could do a little bit of good for people here and there, but don't go out of your way and do everything. A little bit of mercy and compassion goes a long way. Okay? And that's part of our culture, man. We're usually, that's part of our, culture as Israelites, having mercy and compassion. Knowing that, knowing what it's like to suffer, and when we see other people suffer, we're like, damn, because look how beat down we've been. We've been here for the last 450 plus years, being a byword and a proverb, being tortured, humiliated, demoralized, dehumanized by our oppressors. Verse 38, now it came to pass as they went. Let me see here, hold on a second. So, like I said, that's the thing, is you have to know mercy and have mercy. Okay, now let's see here. Okay, here, this is Mark chapter 12. Mark chapter 12, verse 36. For David himself said by the Holy Spirit, the Lord said to my Lord, sit thou on my right hand, till I make thine enemies thy footstool. And who's the one that sits at the right hand of Yahweh? Yahweh Shai, the Son. And they made thy enemies his footstool, right? And trust me, when that time comes, all of our enemies, these other heathen nations that are ruling over us right now, they're going to be coming to us. They're going to be bowing to us. They're going to be coming to us for the want of all things. Verse 37. David therefore himself calleth him Lord. And whence is he then his son? And the common people heard him gladly. Because, through the reincarnation, Solomon was Yahweh Shai, and Solomon was the son of David. Yeah. So, even though Yahweh, Solomon is the son of David, yet Solomon came as Yahweh Shai, so in the spirit, really, Yahweh Shai is going to be the Lord over King David and the kingdom of heaven to come. Okay? Yeah, it's going to be Yahweh Shai, King David, the apostles, the 144,000, and the multitude. That's going to be the order. Verse 38, and he said unto them in his doctrine, beware of the scribes, which love to go in long clothing, and love salutations in the marketplaces, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and the uppermost rooms at feasts, which devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. These shall receive greater damnation. So beware of these people that be dressing all fancy just for the attention. That be devouring widows, that be, messing around and making long prayers that are not going to be heard because they're contradictory to this. Okay? We're not here to win a popularity contest. We're not here to be seen. We're not here to be liked. We're not here to be loved. We're here to tell you what's going to happen. We're here to tell you what's going on and what's going to happen. We're not here to please you. But the people who are people pleasers and that are here for the attention and all the good stuff, they shall receive greater damnation, which means they're going to get one hell of a judgment, man. And they'll be the least in the kingdom. And all these false prophets that don't have 100% truth, like some of these certain Israelite groups that you already know of, they're going to be the least in the kingdom. They're going to be on the lowest level. in verse 41 it says, and Yahushua sat over against the treasure, and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury, and many that were rich cast in much. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. And he called unto him his disciples, and saith unto them, verily I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast in more than all they which have cast into the treasury. For all they did cast in their abundance, but she of her want did cast in all that she had, even all her living. So, for this truth, we have to give up everything. We have to give all that we got. Sure, we could throw in as much as we can, but if you don't give all of it, because this right here, you know, like a man that findeth a pearl, and he casteth all his oh gosh, roughly paraphrasing. Let me see if I could find it. I think it's in the book of Matthew, the 13th chapter. There we go. Call Haloya Yahweh Shemel Shai. Matthew chapter 13, verse 45. And it says again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who, when he found one pearl of great price, he went and sold all that he had and bought it. So, this truth is likened unto goodly pearls. You sell all that you got for it. We're willing to give up everything for this. All of this stuff that we have right now, sure, it provides somewhat entertainment and it's a distraction, but in the end of the day, it don't mean anything. So, you know, that's what it's all about, man. It's just, you really have to think about, what are you willing to give? What are you willing to give up for this? Bear with me one moment. This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 51, starting from the top. It says, I will thank thee, O Lord and King, and praise thee, O power, my Savior. I do give my praise unto thy name. Verse 2, for thou art my defender and helper, and hast preserved my body from destruction, and from the snare of the slanderous tongue, and from the lips of that forged lies, and hast been my helper against mine adversaries. Verse 3, and hast delivered me according to the multitude of thy mercies, and greatness of thy name, from the teeth of them that were ready to devour me, and out of thy hands of such as sought after my life, and from the manifold affliction which I have, from the choking of fire on every side, and from the midst of the fire which I kindled not, from the depth of the belly of hell, from an unclean tongue, and from lying words, by an accusation to the king, from an unrighteous tongue, my soul. By an accusation to the king from an unrighteous tongue, my soul drew near even unto death. My life was near to hell, to the hell beneath. They compassed me on every side, and there was no man to help me. I looked for the succor of men, but there was none. Then thought I upon the mercy, O Lord, and upon thy acts of old, how thou deliverest such as wait for thee, and savest them out of the hands of the enemies. Then lifted I up my supplication from the earth, and prayed for deliverance from death. I called upon the Lord, the Father of my Lord, that he would not leave me in the days of my trouble, in the time of the proud, when there was no help. I will praise thy name continually, and will sing praise with thanksgiving, and so my prayer was heard. For thou savest me from destruction, and deliverest me from the evil time. Therefore will I give thanks and praise thee, and bless thy name, O Lord. Okay? I know it was a lot, but you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is our defender and our helper in every situation. Okay? He's the one that defends us from the lying tongue. He's the one that keeps us from false accusations. Okay? He's the one that saves us from an unrighteous judge. You know? And that's, you know, no matter what situation it is that you go through, just know that it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that's having mercy on you. Okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the one that's having mercy on you. Okay? It's by his mercy and deliverance that, you know, that our body is saved from destruction. That we won't see hell. And hell is the grave. But also hell is a condition. It's a state, it's a being in a lower state. You know, a state of, a miserable suffering. We're in hell right now. This place is the grave. So, you know, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that we're still here. That we wake up every day, continue on, and that, you know, that we go to sleep, and that, you know, the Lord is protecting us, keeping, you know, being a guard unto our household from any and all that have ill intentions. You know? So again, you know, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay? The Lord is always looking out for his sincere, you know, his saints and his sincere listeners and believers. Always. All right? And I hope that this was an edifying lesson to the body and to the sincere believers and listeners. And once again, I would like to give all honor, glory, and praise face the east to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Raka'ak Kodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Ba'ath Dawadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad. I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharallah, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom, Barakatam.